Hey everybody, I'm Beck, so welcome back to the Book Corner. I'm Hermione, author and lover of good books and good. I know my intro changes every time. I am truly sorry about that. Okay, so before I begin, I want to say this. There are some book series that you want to forget about. For a lot of people, it is probably Harry Potter. If that's how you roll. For me, I like to revisit old book series that I started reading a long time ago, and this one in particular really tugs at my heartstrings and really got me into writing my own um, donut shop mystery. I mean, she is. I mean, if I ever get to meet her, I will tell her you're an inspiration to what I did. So, and what I'm talking about is Jessica Beck. I'm doing a review of Glazed Murder. This is the first book in the Donut Shop mystery. Now, before I begin, I want to say that I actually did listen to this on Audible, and the reason for this is that I was on my vacation and I just wanted to sit there and listen to an audiobook, and I've got so many of them. So I was like, okay, I have a credit, might as well use it for an audiobook. And so I wasn't going to listen to it because I was listening to Eggs in Purgatory and something else, but I decided go ahead and listen to it. I'm on vacation and all that jazz, and so I was like, okay. So I went and I listened to it. Here's the cover for Glazed Murder. I believe she's done a total of 59 of these books. And I am 59 books in 14 years. It's like, okay. This is a lot of books, and I believe I did. I believe I mentioned. I know I mentioned her. I believe in my one of my rant videos. Though it was good. So, Glazed Murder. So we're introduced to the protagonist, and let me just get the name down so I don't look like a total idiot. Okay. Susan Hart. So she is the owner and proprietor of Donut Hearts. So her last name is Hart, H-A-R-T, but she spells her shop H-E-A-R-T. So yeah, so it is the same as her last name, but spelled differently. So I have I'm gonna cover that one moment because it just makes me laugh because it was so cute and everything. Hold on. Ouch. Ooh, I should stop doing that. I got a back scratcher. Stop twisting your arm around, Michelle. Alright, so, Susan Hart is a divorcee. She divorced her husband named Max and moved back to the small town of April Springs. Oh, I didn't know that was North Carolina. Okay, April Springs. Small town, a lot of, everybody knows each other and stuff like that. And she turns her lights on, and she goes and discovers that somebody has just dumped a dead body. At first, she does not believe that the person's dead until she goes out to investigate. She finds out that the person is dead and finds out that it's one of her old friends. And so what happens is, this officer arrives and takes, her statement and all this type of stuff. And what ends up happening is she decides, like my books just like my books, she decides that she's going to find out who killed her friend. And as the story progresses on, she discovers that there's a lot of stuff going on that she just never knew happened. And you got this really kind of like this sleazy guy that made me go, does he even know how to pick up women? Does he even know how to pick up women? Obviously he doesn't. Because he takes off donuts as kind of like, hey baby, want to go with me? Like, ooh, it was disgusting person. And then he has this ex-wife that Susan and her friend discover is an alcoholic. I was like, okay. And then you got the mistress with the moth collection. I'm like, oh my god, this is so painful. So those poor moths, they're like stuck. It's like, oh my god. Mouth should be worried of her. She is so sick. And then, oh my lord, what these two women decide to do, like, they go undercover as like this and this. And then of course there is this one guy, the same guy that she took a statement that's constantly reminding her, you need to keep your nose out of police business, and everyone's telling her she needs to do that. And then of course her friend, who used to be in the police department, is talking about dirty cops, which does in fact happen in real life. And he's trying to figure out, like, who is this dirty cop that he's been hearing so much about. And the thing about it is that, she doesn't really think there's a connection between her friend's death and dirty cops. And of course we later on find out there is. The funniest aspect of this book was the children who came in, because what happened was their bus broke down, and so it broke down in front of Donut Hearts, and so they decide like, hey, would you like to show the kids how the donuts are made? And some of the responses that these kids have makes me dumb. I have come to the conclusion a long time ago that children do not have filters. They have not yet developed the filtering option in their brain cells, and they will literally tell you what they personally think. This one kid is what was it? He's like, she asks, because he answers correctly like a couple of things that are in the donut recipe. And she's like, well, how do you know that? And the little boy says to her, without even thinking, which he should not have asked that question, oh yes, my mother makes donuts and they're better than yours. I literally died. I was like, I'm dead. I'm dead. And then the teacher's like, tell her you're sorry. And he's like, I'm sorry that my mother's donuts are better than yours. Like, oh god. This child has no filter. It was so... You could feel the teacher be like, someone bury me. Please, someone bury me. But that was so funny. But her mother was like overly protective of her, which I thought was cute. A lot better than my mother. And all in all, it was just one weird adventure. Well, we do find out who the killer is. I'm not going to tell you who it is because I'm not going to spoil it. But overall, I really... Oh, come on. Sorry about this, guys. Okay, I'm back. The book's back. Alright, so overall, I really did love this book. This book was just as good as I remembered it. It has aged very well, and it's been like 14 years since she's published this book, and I really think she should have brought out like a 10th anniversary edition, which would have been really cool. But Susan Hart um, is a great character. I like all the quirky characters that are in the book. And if you want to know, there is donut recipes in here. I'm actually going uh, next month, if I possibly can do it. I'm actually buying a donut cutter, and a fryer, because I'm going to fry my own donuts. It'll probably save me. And I'm going to go online and see, like, what do I have to make the glazed. So that should be a lot of fun. That should add a couple 100 pounds to my girth. But I'm actually only going to like have them on certain occasions. But anyways, this is going to be 5 stars. I absolutely enjoyed it, and I do have the first 4 books in the series. So what I'm actually just going to do is, when I get to book number 3, I will go ahead and get 4 more. So I'm gonna get 5 through 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. 5 through 8. So I'm hoping to get all of them on Kindle and listen to all of them on audiobook. So yeah, so now the only audiobook that I'm actually listening to, well, I'm actually listening to 2 of them, but I'm actually going to be listening to Eggs in Purgatory, because I'm doing that one. And once I get that done, then I'm going to be listening to the second Cupcake Mystery, and then I will go to another audiobook. All right, so I will let you guys go. I am going to upload this video, and then this girl is going to bed because I gotta be at work at 11 tomorrow. But yeah. Another thing I want to say before I leave, if you guys are interested in knowing more about that rewritten book that I did a video about, I am currently on chapter... I am currently on chapter 6. So, if you guys are interested in knowing, I'm currently on chapter 6. And I get up tomorrow about 5 o'clock, even though I've got to be at work at 11. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to write my 6 pages. And I will say something about putting what you're going to write on paper. It does make the process a lot faster, because you've already written down what's going to be in the chapter, and sometimes it bleeds on to the next chapter or the next, like, sometimes you'll start on a chapter and be like, oh, okay, then sometimes it ends up being like 8 or 9 pages. So yeah, so I will have time to type up 6 pages tomorrow, and then I will leave it at that, and I will do it again on Wednesday. So yes, I am looking forward to that. So at the end of the week, I will tell you what chapter I'm on, because I do 6 pages a day, and I'm not doing it to get back up to the over 11,000 words I had up before I decided to redo the book. But just so you guys know what's going on with it, it's entitled Murder in the Museum, and it is about a woman who is a head librarian, and not the head librarian, sorry, that's Charlie, who's a librarian, and she is invited to go to this museum gala, and she finds the dead body of the football coach. Who definitely, he's a pig when he's drunk. So who did it? Did the wife? Did the mistress? Did the secretary? Who did it? So that will be coming out next year. I will definitely be having it published by July, and I look forward to it. All right, so I'll let you guys go, and you have a great night. Bye.